Hi, good morning. I'm Rami Komrokji, Vice Chair of Malignant Hematology at Moffitt Cancer Center. And we are excited. Last week, we got approval of Luspatercept based on the COMMAND study to be used in MDS as frontline therapy. So Luspatercept is a TGF-beta fusion trap protein that neutralizes TGF-beta ligands. And this drug had been in development for many years. We originally conducted the medalist study that led to the approval in patients with ring sideroblast after ESA failure. But last week we had the approval now to move with luspatercept for upfront therapy in MDS. So the COMMAND study randomized patients between erythroid-stimulating agents and luspatercept. Those were lower risk MDS patients that needed transfusions with endogenous serum EPO level of less than 500. The study demonstrated the doubling of the response rates with luspatercept compared to erythroid-stimulating agents, almost 60% response versus 30%, and doubling also of the duration of response, which is very important. The treatment in general is well tolerated. There is some fatigue that was actually noted less in the COMMAND study compared to the medalist study, some GI toxicity, some edema, but in general, very well tolerated. So based on that, the FDA had provided the approval. I think, the data looks very strong. The subset analysis, when one look at the subsets through the COMMAND study, the study was enriched with patients with ring sideroblast, so almost 60-70% of the patients were ring sideroblast, and we clearly see the signal there. In the patients that are RS negative, there was smaller number of patients, 40 some patients on each arm. We see equivalence to erythroid-stimulating agents, however, a little bit more durable responses, which is important as well. So I think this will lead to move luspatercept upfront. Our next step is really even try to move the treatment in patients that are not transfusion dependent, because in practice, most of the time we start patients with therapy once they are anemic and not wait for transfusion dependency. So it's exciting because in reality, erythroid-stimulating agents had been used for decades for MDS, but they never had an FDA approval. So this is the first upfront or first-line therapy to be approved in MDS, and hopefully we keep working on this to make those options better for our patients.